This is Amy again. I promised I was going to review the second car I've ever owned after the Cavalier video. So, the next car I had was a 2004 Chevy Malibu, and it had 164,000 miles when I got it. Now, the reason why it had that many miles is because it belonged to my mom. She had it since 2004, and when she got her new car in 2013, I got the old Malibu, she got a new car. I loved the Malibu. I never had any problems with that car for the 2 years that I drove it. It is such a nice car. I mean, at 164,000 miles, I thought it would be on its last legs, but it really wasn't. It was a really good car. Huge car, by the way. Malibus are huge on the inside. And it was also very, like, the trunk size was good, the driving was smooth, the car still had its pep, and everything was great on it. I could say so many positive things about the Malibu. The gas is, you barely run out of gas. I mean, you do, but it wasn't like my Cavalier who would, like, drink it by the gallon, and leave you with 3/4 of a tank after you filled it 2 days prior with minimal driving. This Malibu, if you filled it up, once it hit empty, the light would go on and you could go another 40 miles before getting gas. This is exactly why fuel type is important to me, and fuel range, as well as miles per gallon. So, I know this from personal experience because I've done what all of us have done at one point in our life. I was driving a car around when the tank was on E. And, of course, I brought money when I did this little experiment. And I could go 40 miles before running out of gas. Now, if that's not a dream car, I don't know what is. As for parts and issues with it, I've had none. None at all. It would go to the shop and get its usual oil change and yearly checkups and stuff like that. I've never had a single problem with this car. Nothing, like the transmission was good, the gasket was good, the fuel range was good, there was no overheating, and it wasn't breaking down all the time like my Cavalier was. It was, for a 9-year-old car, which it was at that time, that's pretty good. The only reason why I do not have it is because my brother took it and crashed it. Said he would pay me the money back for it, and of course he didn't. But before that happened, it was a good car. Now, when he crashed it, this is kind of like a silver lining around the sky, the clouds. When it crashed, the airbag did not deploy. Why? Because there was no airbag in there. It wasn't functioning properly, so it didn't deploy. Needless to say, the car was totaled. When I saw a picture of the damage after the accident, I was shocked my brother wasn't dead. But, obviously, I was very sad about it. I'm not gonna lie, I was very sad. Because that was like the best car. That was a big upgrade from the Cavalier. But, as for driving, that was like my dream car. Out of 1 through 10, I'd give it about a 9, a solid 9. It's really, I wouldn't give it 10 only because no car is perfect. No car is perfect at all. I have yet to see a perfectly rated car out of 10. So, that's my review on the Malibu. I strongly suggest you get one. They are really good cars. They last a long time. They run so good. I mean, Chevy did an amazing job with this type of car. I couldn't say anything better because they're just so dependable. There's more than enough space, more than enough more than enough trunk space and everything. And the driving is really good. There's no lagging or stalling. And you really don't got to worry about major issues with the car repair-wise, because you don't really get any. So that's my review on the Malibu. And I will be posting more the reviews on my other 2 cars that I had. And just stay tuned.